Welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the market. This is the daily chart of the Dow Jones Transportation. We'll start here. Big, huge down day. 586 points of down. July 30th was the cycle low, which was yesterday. So yeah, came early. Also kind of retraced right here today. Big, huge move in transportation. Massive. So that's, you know, maybe a few days left of this before this completely finishes going down. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000. First huge down day by the Russell 2000 in quite some time. You can see it's been tracking sideways. Even with this big down day, it's still seriously elevated, but today was a big day, 92, we'll call it almost 92 points. And you can see Russell 2000, the SMI is trying to come down. Okay, let's look at the daily cycles on that. Yep, the 8th would be like right there. So if you're looking for a cycle low that may coincide to other indices, would be like right here. So today is the first, so 7 more calendar days would be the theoretical cycle low approximately. But, you know, look at this bad boy trying to roll over. We could see with the Russell 2000, we could actually see a rotation. I mean, it could happen where money rotates back out of the Russell 2000. I don't know. But still overall pretty elevated here. If it breaks below, particularly like this, which was 2176, we'll call it, which today it got down to 2171. So it did break below a little bit, but then finished above it by 10 points. But, you know, this is looking a little ominous as far as the Russell 2000. I think it's going to give up a little bit more here. Okay. Not sure it's going to be a big, huge pullback, but it might fill in some of these gaps. Okay. So everything's been down. Dow Jones Transportation, Russell 2000, both down. Let's check the S&P 500. We're going to look. You know what we're going to do? We're going to look at the NASDAQ, the futures in the NASDAQ. Okay. Also huge down day. Everything is down. Massive down day, 863 points, almost all of it down after yesterday's big up day. Basically, the whole day retraced. And not surprising, look at this. MACD says we're not done. Get out of here. We still got some work to be for this finishes up. Let's take a look. I haven't drawn the cycles on this. Let's see if I can find a cycle here. Let's check. Kind of tough. Here's another. Yeah, this is the big cycle right here. We'll go with this big cycle. Fast. We're going to do this fast. This is a really big cycle. There's probably another one in there, smaller than that, but that's the big one. It's way out there. October, end of October 2024. And that is also projected, sure enough, autumn, late autumn, middle, late autumn is projected to have a big, as we go into, that would be like a week before election. So there is forecasted for a big, huge decline. Somewhere right around the election would be like the bottom of it, approximately. But it could go into December even. So not surprising. And to me, just looking at this big old cycle, bang, 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 pretty much right on, bang, right on. So there's no reason not to believe that at the end of October, beginning of November, we're going to have a big, nasty pullback. I think this is going to do the old bouncy bounce for a little while and then whoop, 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 do one of those deals. Maybe it gets up higher, doesn't matter. One of these, something like this. Okay, so that's the NASDAQ, big down day. Let's look at the S&P 500 futures. Let me get into the daily cycles. Massive down day. 156 points, almost all of it down. Again, just like the NASDAQ, basically retraced yesterday. I talked about this before the other day. When you have this big old gap going on here in the MACD, it's really hard to overcome that. It's really hard. That usually has to complete. Look, down here did the same thing. Got below the zero line, kept on going for a while. Then finally turned up. I don't think this is done. A little bit more to go here. Could even get, maybe, just maybe, extend past. Like I said, this is what I thought we were going to get. Bing, bing, bong. I think that's what we're going to get. We're going to get that. This could maybe, just maybe, go past August 5th a little bit. Just looking at this formation, I could see it running a little long, maybe a few days or a week. We'll see how it goes. But yep, big, huge down day. Kind of a bottom trying to form, but I don't think it's there yet. I think this stuff right here is the same as what we're seeing right there. And it's going to give up some more like that. Okay, that's probably what's going to happen. All right, let's take a look at, so just about everything is down. Looking at gold across the route. Looks like gold real quick. We're gonna do the whole big ball of wax for everybody today. The big ball of wax. I'm gonna show the hourly chart of the SP 500. You guys are gonna freak out on that. Absolutely freak. This is a daily chart for gold. Not sure I'm loving these cycles. I guess they're okay. Got some mixed feelings about this big low right here not being. I probably looked at this before. Trying to see what's going on here. Is there like an intermediate, some wacky interlaced cycle going on here? Give me a second here, guys. Not really. See, whenever I just see something that only goes for 2 cycles, I'm not convinced. Okay, fine. We'll stick with these cycles for now. Gold hit the all-time high? Yeah, I think it hit the all-time high today. Let's look at the monthly chart real quick. Maximum monthly, baby. Give it to me. Yep, gold is at the all-time high. It happened this month. So this is it. We're at the all-time high of gold. Right on. And it happened today, 2506.6. That's gold's all-time high. And will we see a pullback here in gold? Well, we might. Let's see, when was this cycle low? This was July 25th. Look at that, guys. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. Look at this. This was projected. I didn't even put the date in here. Look at this. This is exactly on July 25th, exactly when the low was. Isn't that amazing or what? This one over here is going to be August 26th. So let's put it out there. That's the next projected cycle low, something like that. August 26th. And we put it here, August 26. I'm going to make it yellow because yellow just stands out. Yellow pops a little more. It pops a little. You know, gotta stay with the cool kids. Make things pop. All right, there we go. So gold, wow. Okay. I also want to just mention real quick. We're gonna look at the hourly chart for the SP 500. You guys are going to love it. But first I want to look at, I haven't looked at this in a long time, but I looked at it today. We're going to look at corn. Now this is the E-mini corn. The big corn I think is ZC, is it? Yeah, but we're going to stick with the E-mini corn instead of the big contracts. Look at corn, guys. Let me go over to the monthly chart. Okay, get rid of this. Okay, I'll deal with this. Forget these cycles right now. Looks, oh yeah, they're lined up for monthly. I did this earlier. I just haven't. Let me save it. Let me save it. Let me call this monthly. Monthly. I'll spell it right. And I'll turn it yellow here. Okay. Corn. Historically speaking, this E-mini goes all the way back to 2009. Historically speaking, corn like trade, you can just see like the right around here, right? 350 points is kind of where it likes to be. That's where it likes to go home. 350, right in this area, right? So I think it's making its way back down to that line. All right. We might get a little bing bong. So keep an eye on corn. Now this is a monthly chart, so you gotta be really careful here, right? This is really long-term stuff. But I think corn, not quite done down here yet, going to bottom out. We could see corn do this, like get down here and just flatten out for years. I don't think you're going to see this, that. I don't think that's going to happen. Could be wrong. I think corn can get down here and just flatten out. But with inflationary stuff going on, you never know, it could pop. I think there's a trade in corn probably coming up. I'll have to look at the daily cycles. I might do a little bit of micro trading over at Tasty Trade. We'll see. But I wanted to show that. Okay, let's get back to SP 500. I want to look at the hourly chart, you're absolutely going to love this hourly chart because this thing was so banging on. This is for the members. Okay. I don't know what this thing is doing. I don't know what happened here. We got some wacky stuff. So I can fix it. There we go. I don't know why the hourly chart freaked out, but it did. There we go. It's done freaking out. Now, this chart is a chart that the members get. Okay? They get the 5-minute chart, the 15-minute chart, and the 1-hour chart. Okay? And they get the 5-minute stream live on the Discord server. Members get this 5-minute, 15-minute. And we're going to look at the trade of the day here in a little bit. You'll see probably one or more of these charts. And you get the 1-hour chart. 1 hour. That's all intraday stuff. 3 charts streaming live, basically 23 hours a day. All right. So last night when I looked at these cycles and set up the cycles for today, I said, hey, you know, members are seeing this chart. I put it up last night. I'll do it again tonight like I always do. I said there's going to be a cycle low at 9 o'clock and there's going to be a cycle low at 2 o'clock. Guys, seriously? 9 o'clock? Did it happen or what? I mean, is it getting any more beautiful than that? And you just, I mean, members are just, should be looking at this chart and saying, my goodness, there's going to be some type of pullback. Man, was there ever? And then another one at 2 o'clock. And there it was. It actually happened at 1. A little bounce, then pulled back again. Okay. There it is. There's your moneymaker. I mean, this is so huge. Absolutely huge. Even if you didn't get a Get Us Plus indicator telling you on the other charts, which we're going to look at here in a minute, on these other charts. This is a Get Us Plus indicator. Well, it's not on here right now because I don't normally show it for the hourly chart. But even if you didn't do that, you just relied on the cycle lows. Look at this. This was practically 72 points just in one candlestick for this hour. 72 points just in the one candlestick. If all you did is trade this cycle low right here, this green one, oh my gosh. Okay, you want to know how much 7,200 points is worth? You all know the deal, right? You take the 72 points, you add on 2 zeros, you get 7,200, and we do what? We divide by 2, right? Divide by 2. Anybody know what that is? Come on, guys, $3,600. Hello. $3,600 shorting just one E-mini. And of course, who would get out with this massive ripper going on? Or I should say, pullback, right? Who would get out? I wouldn't get out. Look at this thing. It's like bombs away. I'm not getting out till down here. Just look at that. So it ran from, I'm going to be conservative here, 55.80 all the way down to 54.60. We can forget about the tail. Okay, that's 120 points. So let's do the math. 120 points. That's right. This is one of the biggest days we had in a long time. Add 2 zeros, we get 12,000. Divide by 2, simple stuff. $6,000 day in futures. And of course, I'm sure options made a lot of money today too, if you were paying attention. But $6,000 trading futures, just $6,000 on one contract. For micros on one contract would have been $600. There was no reason not to make, again, just like it's been going on, lots of volatility, huge money being made in the marketplace. Bang, 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 bang. Oh my gosh, huge money all over the place. Okay. If you're watching the streaming charts, look at the momentum. If it's gonna tell you what to do, right? Momentum's gonna usually tell you what to do. As momentum crossed over up here and began to fade, and you got this gap going on, oh yeah, pay attention. Big money. Okay, let's look at the intraday charts. Where were the trades of the day? Because I don't think you really needed them, but we'll look at them anyway. Okay, 15-minute. Look at this bad boy. Oh my goodness. Let's get the Get Us Plus indicator turned on. I'll look at the 5-minute chart too. Okay, even if you just traded that signal right there at 9:30 this morning. Oh my goodness, you grabbed from 55.40 all the way down to 54.60. That was 80 points. 80 points right there. Here's the one you really should have got. Look at this one. Here it is right here. This is the one you really want. Happened at 7:40. I tell us members all the time, if you're a member, you should be paying attention. You got to be at pre-market. Okay, that's where a lot of times money is being made on entries or exits pre-market. Here it is right here, 7:45 a.m. That is the absolute monster trade of the day. You get in right there, you short it. Why would you short it? Because it's already beginning to fade. Right? It's beginning to fade. You know it is. It doesn't reach the bottom, does a little bouncy, and then it doesn't reach the top and bombs away, baby. And all of a sudden, you get this crossover. It goes below the zero line, and it was from that point on about 9:30 in the morning. The whole day was massively negative on the 15-minute chart. Huge money. Huge. Again, about 55.80 all the way down to 54.60, 120 points. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. Anything on this chart? Okay, if you missed the 15-minute chart, that's okay. You could pick up this one on the 5-minute chart, 9:20 in the morning. 9:20, right here. Bam. Plum candlestick, this indicator says, watch out. This thing goes negative territory. Huge, stays down there pretty much the whole day. Bam, take the trade. Don't get out. Okay, as soon as you take this trade, you can go look at the 15-minute chart, even the 1-hour chart to help you stay in the trade, okay? So you don't necessarily have to get out doing this stuff right here as it pops up, right? You gotta look, that's what I said so many times. You gotta look at multiple time frames, okay? It's gonna help you get in the trade. It'll help you to stay in trades. Huge, absolutely huge. Either, I don't care if you trade the 5-minute chart, the 15-minute chart, the 1-hour chart. Today was just absolutely monster money, all right? Listen, you want to become a member? $7.99 a month. I'm showing every day here how on even really small retail accounts, you can make hundreds of dollars. On medium-sized retail accounts or large retail accounts, you're making thousands, sometimes tens of thousands. All right. If you're not trading futures, you need to open up a futures account. I mean, it's time to do it. What are you waiting for? Okay, options are nice, but futures are just so consistent. Okay. You saw all the streaming charts today. I showed the 5-minute, the 15-minute. I showed the 1 hour with the cycles on there. I mean, did you love that 9 a.m. and a 2 p.m. cycle low today? That was crazy accurate. Okay. There's also streaming charts for gold. So when you join, just ask me about the streaming charts for gold. Okay. Email goes out every night, and I send out 5 different charts in the email every night. You get the weekly and daily S&P 500 chart. That's going to be the futures, 500 futures. Okay. There's also 3 2-hour directional charts. Let me show you what those are like. 2 hours. We're gonna look at the NASDAQ today, just because we're gonna look at the NASDAQ. This is one of the 2-hour charts I send out every night in email. You turn on the directional indicator. Bam, what's it telling you to do? It's telling you to say red, baby. Red, red, don't get out. Even on this little pop-up, gap up, no, it wasn't done. Red, stay in the trade. It's been red for like 2 weeks. This is what you want. For those people that can't trade intraday, you don't have time to do day trading, you can do what's called swing trading. These are trades that would go on for a few days maybe, or even maybe a week or more. Okay, swing trader. That's probably a lot of people have time for swing trading, but not day trading. Swing trade. That's what this chart's going to help you do. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days. 12 trading days of just massive profits. If you're paying attention, there's 3 charts. The SPX for the S&P 500, this one, the NASDAQ, the NDX, and then there's a Russell 2000 RUT. Okay, so you're getting 3 charts every night, Monday through Thursday, SPX, the 2-hour chart with the directional indicator. Absolutely rocking. That's part of the membership. Okay, if you just looked at this chart alone and you were trading the NASDAQ for the last 2 weeks, you made huge money. Look at this. It ran from all the way from 20,500 all the way down here to 18,750. If you're trading options, whatever you're doing, if you're trading the futures, you short the NQ or even the micro NQ. All right. So look at this. This is like 2 weeks. Okay. And if you were trading the MNQ, which is the micro futures, okay, we would not have the directional indicator on that case. Okay. But look at this. You just trade it. You trade this little product, make all this money. Bam. Look at all this money you're making from way over here to way over here. Huge. It's basically more or less the index and this are tracking one another. And how much is this? Look at $2,500. That's all you need in margin to trade the NASDAQ. Okay, the SPX is even cheaper. All right. So that's for you people who want to trade futures on small accounts. You can trade that. Massive. So those 2-hour charts are a huge help for those people. Even day traders can look at that 2-hour chart, right? Let's go back to 2-hour chart here for a second on the NDX. Okay. Bring back the directional indicator here. Ultimate 2-hour directional indicator. What a name, huh? I created that about maybe a month ago. So there it is. So if you're a day trader, you can still look at this before the market opens up, right? On the nightly email that goes out. You look at this real quick and say, okay, it's still red. Guess what? I'm trading short, right? I'm going short on options or futures. That's what I'm doing because it's telling me to go short. Okay. And of course, the daily cycles on the S&P 500, you want to be watching the daily. That's also part of the email. You want to look at those daily cycles so you can see when the daily low is expected. Because once the daily low happens, the daily cycle, okay, one more time we're going to look at that. I'm trying to educate you guys on how you time all this stuff, okay? Let me get rid of the 2-hour directional indicator because it doesn't apply to daily charts. Okay, you bring in the daily cycles. See this? The middle, you should always be aware the middle of cycles can be a low. Okay, sometimes it'll happen, sometimes it won't. But there's a cycle projected for the middle, right in the middle of this cycle for a low, which is what's happening right now. Okay, I talked about this a million times in my daily video. You should be listening to the daily videos, okay? But, you know, there's also one for August 22nd, so maybe a little pop up here and then another drop, right? So when you're looking at the 2-hour directional chart, right now for the S&P 500, it's probably showing go short, but you need to be aware once August 22nd comes, you're kind of in this area, you might want to just be cautious about shorting and just chill out for a little bit, right? I wouldn't go long either, but I would just like maybe not trade the market for a little bit until you see what the cycle is going to do, right? Or keep your position super small, right? That's how you use multiple charts and time them, right? I'm looking at the daily charts and weekly charts to help my timing. To help my overall direction. And I'm paying attention to the cycle lows on the weekly and daily charts. And then I look at the 2-hour chart to keep me in the trade until I think this has been exhausted. Once I think it's exhausted, I'm out. That's true whether you're going long or you're going short. Okay? All right. So I hope that helps. There's a lot going on for this membership. $7.99. It's crazy value. Okay, I show this every day how to make a lot of money in the marketplace. Take advantage of it. Okay, I don't know what people are waiting for. You should have joined a long time ago. Just do it. Okay, that pretty much covers it. I covered a lot today. I even looked at corn today because I think there will be some kind of trade there. Maybe not exactly right now, but I think there's going to be a trade there. Corn is kind of getting near that bottoming phase. I think it's more of a long-term investment, but whatever. Wanted to cover that today because I think there's going to be a trade there coming up in the future. No pun intended. Hope everybody had an awesome trading day. There's going to gold, by the way, which we looked at gold just briefly, but gold's going to absolutely monster mash. It's still sitting up near all-time highs, or not all-time highs, but highs for the last 2 or 3 years. Okay, it's going to be opportunities in gold, opportunities in the indices. All right. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. Talk to you all real soon again next time.